everybody, good morning, very early morning. I'm sitting at the beach and I wanted to give you some Costa Rica facts, especially updates, according to COVID. Now July 2020, I live in Costa Rica. You might be looking into information to see what the situation is in Costa Rica according to COVID. And I can tell you a couple of things about it, so I'm happy to dedicate my today's video on my channel about facts that's handy to know if you're planning to come to Costa Rica. I know there's like a limited amount of flights, so this is what we see happening, right? As an expat, by the way, living in Costa Rica, I certainly don't know everything, but of course I do know a couple of things that might benefit you. So what we see, by the way, I live at the Peninsula de Nicoya in the province Punta Arenas, right? It's like almost an island. It's just one side attached to the ocean. And I can show you where I sit right now. I'm sitting at Playa Hermosa. My dog is over there. We have, here's fact number one. So it's July the 3rd, today 2020. So far, Costa Rica has been really good with numbers and a small amount of deaths in Costa Rica, right? That's super positive. We did quarantine, the borders closed, the schools are still closed. Costa Rica acted really fast. Now, this is the new movement. The sounds are this, and this is like sounds because everyone is speculating what's happening. Yesterday there was a new amount of 200 of tested people on COVID, while before there was just 20, 30, it was just super low. In general, the amounts of deaths in Costa Rica are super low, right? But the last couple of days, like let's say a week, there's a huge increase of people tested on COVID. Now, this is what a lot of people say. Wow, we have a second wave, a lot of people get sick. And this is what other people say, and that's why I'm just sharing my thoughts, right? A lot of people say Costa Rica just never tested enough. So now once Costa Rica is testing people, it appeared that a lot of people have it and already had it all along, right? While the world was upside down and the biggest numbers were in Italy and the United States and all the other countries, and we thought like, we're good here. Rumors are that Costa Rica has had a lot of cases anyways, but it's just clear now because the testing has been happening since a long time. I don't know what you can make out of this, right? I'm just updating you. Of course you can look up websites, official statistic websites, but if you ask me, what do they really tell you? What is really true? If you ask me, I don't know what to think. What is my perspective of the situation? If you're living in Costa Rica, take it day by day, and I advise you to don't panic, right? Stay healthy from the inside, a lot of vitamin C. Go outside as much as you possibly can. Like, there's restrictions on the beach, but if you can go to the beach in the restricted hours, do it. Fresh air, do exercise. If you cannot go to your gym, work out, just things like that. And I know that, I feel grateful that I'm able to, we have kind of a bit of space at home, right? We have 5.5 acres. But this fellow needs to walk, so that brings me to the beach anyways. This is Joey, probably you already know him from my videos. Costa Rica fact, talking about COVID is also that it's part of the world, obviously, right? And my personal perspective, it won't really disappear. You cannot really keep on worrying about it. Like, no offense to people who lost dear family members, friends, I know it is a really big thing and it's devastating, all the pain COVID causes. But I believe that if you keep on, worry so much about everything and you even if you can go outside, you don't dare to go outside. Fear is a killer on its own, right? So, well, Costa Rica is so far handling all the cases really well. They have a very good health system. I'm talking now to everyone who's thinking about moving to Costa Rica, right? Look around me. Let me stand on the beach a little bit further, although it's illegal. No offense to the rules, I really respect the police and the rules here. But like, this is, if you just follow your dream, COVID or not COVID, and you have a way to, if you have finances to live your life in Costa Rica, this is your reward. These are the deserted beaches of Hermosa, the Peninsula, the Nicoya. It's always this quiet. Honestly, it's always this quiet. There's a little less people now, and I feel unfortunate for all the resorts and the restaurants and the hotels. I know a lot of people, right? A lot of them are my friends. So, especially for that, you know, if you're thinking about, if you see chances to come and visit Costa Rica, to vacation or for long term, and you see a flight and it's possible, just do it. Just visit Costa Rica. It's such a beautiful country. It's safe. You know, I know people, when weird stuff happens, like there's like things like COVID, that's really ungrabbable in the mind as well. People get afraid as well, right? That's a side effect when you don't really know what's happening. It causes stress, and people in stress, they might do weird things, and people, you know, I hear people whisper also here in the Costa Rica group that they are afraid of repercussions towards foreigners, right? And I'm like, why would they? If you have a respectful relationship with the locals around you, right? Why would they want to harm you? If you are a customer of their shop, if you are paying someone who's cleaning your house, you're supporting the Costa Rica economy, right? If you are coming to Costa Rica to rent a house long term, you are supporting the Costa Rica economy, right? I see it that way. We cannot have enough people right now. And this is the reward. So if you have a dream to move to Costa Rica, don't be work around what's happening, basically. Like, don't get too much distracted by the suffering of the world. If you have a dream to live in Costa Rica, it's possible also now. Of course, when the borders are closed and there's no flights coming, practically, you know, you have an obstacle. But the borders will open one day. It cannot be closed forever, right? And then don't stay away out of fear because of if it's dangerous whatsoever. I think there are more dangerous places in the world than right here, right? Do you see any harm? Of course, you should not walk over the beach at night here, but neither should you do that in the Netherlands, where I am born and raised, in The Hague, at the ocean side. I was not at the beach at night by myself. Use your common sense. So Costa Rica facts towards COVID, you know, stay healthy, keep your mind healthy as well, so as your body, and just come to Costa Rica as soon as you see a little, you know, a gap, a little hole, if there's flights, and follow your dream. And if, okay, perhaps this is a big blockade for you, that can be a, you know, a fact. If you were thinking about coming to Costa Rica to move here as an expat, to live here as an expat, same as Dirk and my family, and you were thinking about working in a restaurant or starting a restaurant or a hotel or an Airbnb, work around what's happening and think different. You know, in economic recession, there's a lot of opportunities to start different types of businesses. An online business is one of them. That's what I do. So that's how I've always been living the last couple of 4 years. With or without COVID, I worked online. The recession doesn't hurt me. My business is going better than ever because what I sell is sold online. It's product people want and need. It's quality products people want and need. So don't let yourself be held back by challenges. Work around the challenges. Think creative. And it's also a Costa Rica fact that you need to be a creative thinker and just learn to let things go if they're not go the way you want them to go. In my meditation language, Vipassana meditation, I do Vipassana meditation. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but it's a term, it's called anicca. And anicca is taught by my meditation master, so to say, Mr. Gian Goenka. He's from Burma, officially. Anicca means everything comes and everything goes. Be equanimous. So whatever happens around you, no matter if you're living in Costa Rica and you're stressed about the latest COVID facts, anicca, also this will come, this will go, this came and it will go. How do you deal with it, right? Stay calm, stay healthy. Self-care is important. Have goals, have dreams. Work towards your goals and dreams. Think differently. Grab opportunities that you would never ever would be seeing if there was not such a situation as this. So really quick, before I'm gonna let you go, before we moved to Costa Rica, we already had our plans and we lost a huge income stream online because we were selling a product that stopped to exist. That time that was our only income stream, because that time we didn't know about multiple streams of income. The same as when you have a job, what if you lose your job? If you're smart, you always have a side income, an online side income, I don't know, some kind of side income. It's super, super important. So we lost our income, but we never let it be standing in between our goal, our dream to move to Costa Rica, and the problem that we didn't see any income yet anymore, right? Because we just thought we need to do different things to create new results. So we start to learn new things and create new results. And we got out of it more strong as before, because now we know whatever happens, we will always find a way. And I think this is also a Costa Rica fact, but also a fact in general. Think open, don't fear, be creative and have faith. And then just have your senses open for what is in front of you, because most opportunities, to follow your dreams, to move to Costa Rica, and we're already living in Costa Rica, to live in Costa Rica well, with enough finances, with a peace of mind, with peace and quiet, so you can enjoy this beauty without being stressed out all the time. It is possible, but it comes back to you, how you deal with circumstances, because you cannot control the circumstances. The only thing you can control is how you deal with them, and that's your thoughts and your actions and your emotions. That's you can control. So with that being said, I hope my video inspires you. If you want to learn more about what it is that I do online and how you can duplicate my results, like I had the crazy week of $15,000 in a week, the previous 7 days, can you imagine? And the economic recession, I always say, which economic recession, I start to think and do different things. So can you. Click the very first link in the description below and just have a chat. You can scroll through the description, there's more information. I want to thank you for watching my video. Give me your thumbs up, share my video, reply below. I'm looking forward to learning more about you, and of course to meet you in Costa Rica. Bye! Also from my doggy Joey. Ciao!